Hi, I'd like to show you something new that we've got added on to Moodle now. It's AI in your Moodle class. And the idea in this video is how to add an AI chatbot in your class for whatever you want your students to be able to learn. I'm going to go ahead and open a class to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, in this class, we're talking about the westward expansion or the westward migration, and this is not a real course I'm messing with, or it'd be bad. But we want to add a chatbot for somebody to talk to or students to talk to about the westward migration. So this is one of the new things that we've got available to us. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the main part of the course, the westward migration section, and I have two options right now. I'm going to show the first one. The first one is in the side block. I'm going to turn on edit mode, and I'm going to add a block called Moo Chat, and I'm going to go ahead and bring it to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and click the little boxes there and say bring it all the way up to the top of the class. So I've got Moo Chat right here, and I now am going to configure this to be a chat bot for my students in my class. So I'm going to edit configuration, and I'm going to say we're going to be talking today to Daniel Boone, since he was a key fixture. So the chatbot name up here where it says Moo Chat, you put in the name. In the picture here, I'm going to use a URL. So I'm going to go ahead and do the URL downloader and use this historic photo painting of Daniel Boone to download the picture. I'm going to use that one. I've never done it this way before. Do I just close? I don't think I do. I don't think I did that right. Try that again. Then I click on it there and say selected. Okay, so now I've got that picture of Daniel Boone. The next thing down here is I've got this size. I'm going to say we're going to do anywhere between small, which is really small, medium, large, extra large really isn't that big. And then here, system prompt, that's the personality of the AI. I'm going to throw all this in here, and I'm going to copy that into the background. You are Daniel. Oh, if I can type. Boone, and will be answering all history related questions as him. Now, realistically, I don't need to put the rest of this in here because, well, in fact, I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it like that for now. But I could, if I was trying to do somebody that was less well known, drop this whole background of Daniel Boone in there to give the AI more context about him. Okay, down here, we've got a creativity level. How creative is the chatbot? It defaults to creative. You could make it more creative or very focused. I'm going to leave it on the defaults. Now, messenger per sessions, that means after 20, they can reset it. And that's because AI tends to lose its focus if you chat with it for too long. The other thing that you've got here is an enable to rate limit. So how much do you want your students to be able to talk to the AI? You're going to only have them in your class for an hour. Maybe you only want to have 10 per hour. You can set it at a per hour or per day limit. If you enable this rate limiting, they will see how many chats they have left until they're done. So you could up here put more information, and you could limit this if you want to. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll leave it at that. So I'm going to hit save changes. So now over on the side, I should have my, oh, it didn't move down here. I don't know why it didn't stay up top. Let's toss it back up top. So I've got my chat bot up top here, and it has that kind of, it wasn't a square picture, so it kind of squishes it. Chat bot of Daniel Boone, and when I turn it off, I have this chat open here. What? And this is connected to our school AI. It will not go out to anywhere else. It's staying internal. So anything the student says, nobody else is getting any of this information. And you see, he gave us a whole lot of information. You know, were you married? Maybe you've got a worksheet on Daniel Boone that they've got to get first at Jim McGuinn, and then after you met Did you have kids? You get the idea. You can have it do historical pictures. You can have it do people who actually were experts like Einstein. You can have it do math people. You can say and define this however you want to. You can see that I've got 7 interactions left to talk to him. So if you had him, hey, you've got 10 questions you can ask Daniel Boone and fill out this worksheet and use Daniel Boone to help you fill out the worksheet, you can see how that would be an engaging interactive activity for your students. Now that's using it as a side block, which is fine. But if you were doing this as a major activity in your class, you may want to put it right in the middle. And so that is also an option. Well, this one was the block Moo Chat. You could also turn on and add the activity of Moo Chat. If you add the activity Moo Chat, it's far bigger. It allows you to give more of a description, more of a background, and I'm going to fill in the much of the same information here. Okay, so I've got his name up here. In this one, you've got a description, and that's where you can actually add an assignment regarding Daniel Boone. His pictures here, I did extra large. I give him a prompt. Here, rate limiting is right here. So if I want to say you've only got, during my class, you've only got 10, and it will reset per hour or per day automatically. And let's see what other advanced. Oh, we've got the how many messages and how creative they are under the advanced settings here. So I could put an assignment in here, and you see I've got an AI bot that I can use in the assignment area now as well since I added that. That's only available, by the way, if you use the Tiny MCE editor, which is not the default. A little aside there, you go to preferences. I don't want to do that right now. Anyways, under your preferences, you can choose your editor of the Tiny MCE, and I can use it to do this. Okay, so I have added a basic text there for them, and I'm going to hit generate text. It's going to go ahead, and the AI of our thing is going to generate this assignment. Here are 5 questions your high school students can ask a chatbot impersonating Daniel Boone experience. I don't want it to say that. Find out the following. And then it's there's some questions, and the great thing about this AI thing is I just hit insert and it pops it right in there. And now on this one, when I hit save and display, the chatbot looks a little bit different. It shows the assignment up here, and the students wouldn't see this, by the way, up here. And I didn't get his picture. Something didn't load on his picture. I messed something up again. Let's see if I can do the download, take it, select it, and save it and display it. See if it works this time. Yeah, I don't know what I did. Okay, so that's the way this looks. The chat's a little bigger. They have more room to talk to Daniel Boone. And you'll see as soon as they start chatting, they start seeing their how many questions they have remaining at the same time they're on this chat. And the idea of I added that onto the code just so that you wouldn't have students getting way gone lost with this assignment. Now here's the thing with this one. This is in the middle and it's a little bit bigger if you wanted to make it an assignment that they're trying to find out of. And you can have it one like this, and the way this one works is if I go back to the class, this is a link that just says there's the chatbot with Daniel Boone. The other thing that I made it so this one can do is if it's something all your students are doing, it defaults to go on a separate page like a normal assignment, but you can make it inline on your course page and hit save and return to course. And now this chatbot is right in the middle of your course to do as a classroom activity. If you wanted to make, you see I've still got this one open. I would obviously not have both at the same time. And then there's the chatbot right there in the middle of your course. If I turn off editing mode, this one is a little bit cleaner. If you click on it, it basically looks the same as when you were back inside it before. Let me go back there. So that is the new AI chatbot. You can make it any character you want. You can make it, give it any background you want. You can be as restrictive as you want, telling it only answer questions on this. I will tell you, if you choose people from history that are of different geopolitical or political backgrounds, it will answer like this. Karl Marx was very snarky. Um, he's being nicer now than he was when I was talking to him before. Um, Anyway, you get the idea. You could use it for social studies, math, science, anything you want to. The idea here is just to provide one more interactive way students could do activities in your classroom and do research in your class. This is all AI based, and it was built on one of the bigger AI models. I will be interested to hear feedback from teachers letting me know how well it worked when a whole class is using it. Thanks for taking a look.